another episode of Pick Fiends. I'm your host, Eli Doyle, and we got a banger of a UFC Fight Night card coming up this weekend. The headliner would be Curtis Razor Blaydes versus Tom Aspinall, a heavyweight fight. But if you've been following along, A, you know that UFC is my bread and butter when it comes to the world of sports gambling. And B, our last couple of these Fight Night cards that have been massively slept on in terms of quality fights, in terms of entertaining fights. I mean, the last one alone had like 4 or 5 knockouts on it. So let's jump right into it. We'll start at the bottom, work our way to the main event. We start off with Paul the Bear Jew Craig versus Volkan Ozdemir. Little quick note I have on this. Paul Craig, I believe this is a light heavyweight fight. That division is kind of bleak. He's kind of thin in terms of talent. Paul Craig is on a 4-fight win streak. His last fight coming against another guy on this card, Nikita Krylov. He's fighting Volkan No Time Ozdemir, who's coming off 2 losses. Momentum is a big thing when it comes to UFC fights. It's always 50-50 from the percent of one fighter versus another, but from the sense of momentum and build, I'm going with Paul the Bear Jew Craig at plus 140. He's the underdog going into this fight as of now. That's really all I have on it. Also, kick-ass nickname, the Bear Jew. That's all I have about that fight. We'll move on. Speaking of momentum, our next fight we have Molly, the Meatball McCann versus Hannah, 24K Goldie. I don't have any real stats on these two besides the fact that if you have a social media presence, if you have a Twitter, you know that Molly, the Meatball, has been riding this wave of popularity and has sprung together a few wins in a row now. She signed a ambassador endorsement deal with Barstool, whatever you want to call it. They're putting the machine or the rocket ship in terms of, popularity, social media views, all that crap, promoting her. This fight's in London. Last time we fought with Molly McCann in London, she hit that chick with a nasty spinning back elbow. She brought the electricity. She brought, just energetic vibes. I love everything about her. I'm going to ride that wave of momentum. Very big underdog, or very big favorite. I think the highest favorite we're betting on in this whole card, that's Molly McCann. The Meatball, minus 380. And that's my pick for that fight. Molly McCann over Hannah Goldie. The next fight, it's a tough one to pick for me. As I mentioned earlier, Paul Craig, the Bear Jew, his most recent fight was against Nikita the Miner Krylov, where Paul Craig won. So we have Nikita the Miner Krylov fighting Alexander the Mauler Gustafsson. Both these guys are on a bit of losing streaks. Another fight just lobbying for position in that light heavyweight division. Nikita coming off 2 losses against very good opponents. Gustafsson coming off of 3 losses. I'm just going to go with the guy that's fought the better competition in my mind. Nikita Krylov, the Miner, at minus 190. Next, we get into where the theatrics and the show is sold. The guys who have been doing most of the brunt work in terms of selling this fight to the media and to the public. We have Patty, the Baddie Pimblett, another guy just like Molly, the Meatball, signed an ambassador, endorsement, whatever you call it, deal with Barstool. They're kind of strapping the rocket ship to him in terms of, presence and popularity on the internet and social media. He's an electric fighter. He's fighting another electric fighter in Jordan the Monkey King Levitt. These two have talked a bunch of crap about each other, about they think each other are overrated. They don't think either of them deserve this fight. Just recently, Jordan Levitt, who's very, outgoing and flamboyant, he spoke about how he's going to knock out Paddy the Baddy in this fight, twerk over top of him, and, leave in a parade and throw parties all through the streets of London. Whereas, contraire, Paddy the Baddy, we've seen him fight in London. It was electricity everywhere. It's hard to stop a guy like that. Another heavy favorite at minus 250. We're rolling with Paddy the Baddy over the Monkey King. Next, we have Jack the Joker Hermanson versus Chris Action Man Curtis. And another electric fight. Chris Action Man Curtis has like an 8-win streak going. He just knocks dudes out left and right. Screw the ground game. He's here to throw the hands. I love everything about him. He's another guy very hard to bet against. As of last I checked this line, it's a pick'em. It's minus 110 each. Jack Hermanson is coming off of 2 out of his last 4 losses have been by TKO. That doesn't bode well against a guy like the Action Man Curtis, who's going to throw all these hands and gonna be in your face, and he's going to force you back. With that being said, I'm rolling with the Action Man. I'm rolling with the win streak here. Minus 110, Chris Action Man Curtis over Jack the Joker Hermanson. And now to our main event. All right, we have Curtis Razor Blaydes versus Tom Aspinall. A heavyweight bout. It's going to bring the roof down, in my opinion. Obviously, we saw Curtis Blaydes absolutely have a excruciating knockdown, drag-out fight with the Philly born and bred tough man Chris Daukaus. That was an electric fight. Curtis, I believe, knocked him out. Maybe it was TKO, same thing. Tom Aspinall, though, 6-fight win streak. You do not want him on your back. He's on your back at heavyweight. He's going to try to land the choke. He's going to try to get in on you. He's going to pummel you. You also don't want to get close to him. He's going to throw hands. He's going to land some heavy shots. And in return, he's going to take some and be just fine. This is a hard fight for me. We got Blaydes at plus 110, Aspinall minus 130. I could honestly see either of these two guys really walking away with the victory in this one. But I'm going to go with Tom Aspinall. I'm riding the win streak. I'm riding the momentum. Minus 130. We'll recap all my picks here quick. We got Paul the Bear Jew Craig plus 140 in the first one. Molly the Meatball McCann minus 380 in the second. Nikita the Miner Krylov minus 190 in the third. Paddy the Baddy Pimblett minus 250 in our fourth fight. Chris Action Man Curtis minus 110 in the fifth fight. And in the sixth fight, the main event, I have Tom Aspinall, the heavyweight, the guy that's just been running the show. I think the winner of that main event fight between Blaydes and Aspinall, I think, have a very good chance of landing a fight against maybe a Francis Ngannou if he could get healthy. A possible winner of a alleged Stipe Miocic versus John Jones fight. I think the heavyweight division is beginning to rise to prominence, to rise what it once was back in the days of the Randy Couture's, Brock Lesnar's, and Cain Velasquez. So yeah, that's what I got. UFC Fight Night, Blaydes-Aspinall this weekend. I don't know what the date is. I don't even know what today's date is. I'm just riding this week out, trying to get it done. It's this Saturday. It's in London. It's going to bring the electricity. Hopefully we get some winning picks for you here. This is Eli Doyle. This is Pick Fiends. We hope to see you again. As always, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, share it on all your social media pages. Do what you got to do. We appreciate the support here. I appreciate the support. And we'll be back soon with not only another massive UFC card we have coming up soon, but we're also looking forward to football season. We got NFL futures coming up. We got college football futures coming up. So stay tuned. Check back with us here. As always, see you next time.